Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, inverse trigonometric functions, we are going for the 10th day. Take care of each day's topics, each day's problems. As I told, we have some certain set of definitions and set of formula. Let me go through that once again fast. Sine of sine inverse x equal to x. Sorry. X for x belongs to closed interval minus 1, 1, and so on. Sine inverse sine y is y for all y in minus pi by 2 closed interval, and so on. Well, the first set of formula for inverse of negative numbers, know it. Second set of formula is formula for inverse of reciprocal numbers, sine inverse 1 by x is cosec inverse x, and so on. We have the formula for inverse of complementary functions, very important, needed to be applied in many places. Addition and subtraction of inverse of tan inverse x plus tan inverse y under two conditions, xy less than 1 and xy equal to 1. Tan inverse x minus tan inverse y. I take the precondition x and y positive and further condition not necessary for minus. Special formula for 2 tan inverse x. You have three formula you can apply whenever it is necessary. Interrelationship between the inverse trigonometric functions. In case you forget this formula, you know how to circumvent by taking right angular triangles. Okay? We go for today's first question. It is actually yesterday's homework. I hope you have done it, but I'm just taking it once again. There are two ways to proceed for this. One, directly apply tan inverse x minus tan inverse y. Apply formula for that. Another option is, I'm taking another option, which may be more comfortable. Of course, I don't want x or y to be 0. When y is 0, x by y is not defined, even though the result is obvious there. Even if x equals 0, then also the result is obvious. Why the result is obvious? Tan inverse 0, when x is 0, that is 0. Now when x is 0, this is tan inverse minus 1. Tan inverse minus 1 is minus tan inverse 1. Tan inverse 1 is pi by 4. Minus or minus plus, and the result is obvious. So let me take granted x is not equal to 0. When x is not equal to 0, tan inverse x by y minus tan inverse x minus y by x plus y, that is left side. Looking in the second term, what I am going to do is that I am going to divide numerator and denominator with with y. Numerator and denominator, I am going to divide with x, so that tan inverse 1 minus y by x upon 1 y by x. I am going to divide with x. So this is tan inverse 1 minus y by x upon 1 plus y. Is it clear? I divided tan inverse numerator and denominator with x, and I take a granted x is not equal to 0. X is not equal to 0. Okay, so y by x, y by x. Now I am going to make a substitution that y by x equal to some tan theta. So this becomes, I am not touching the first term, tan inverse x by y, keeping as it is minus tan inverse 1 minus tan theta upon 1 plus tan theta, if you put y by x equal to theta. What is tan inverse 1 minus tan theta upon 1 plus tan theta? Tell me what is 1 minus tan theta upon 1 plus tan theta? Tell me what is this? Can any of you recollect? What is 1
Tan
minus
pi,
tan?
pi by 4 minus theta.
Correct, exactly. That is tan pi by 4 minus theta. So we have tan inverse x by y minus tan inverse tan pi by 4 minus theta. That's all. Tan inverse tan pi by 4 minus theta is simply pi by 4 minus theta. Simply pi by 4 minus theta. Tan inverse x by y in keeping as it is. Now, what is theta? Theta is tan inverse y by x, because y by x is tan theta. So this is tan inverse x by y minus pi by 4, opening the bracket, becomes plus tan inverse y by x. Now I am keeping pi by 4 last, I have the terms tan inverse x by y plus tan inverse y by x. Can some of you respond what actually this is? Tan inverse x by y plus tan inverse y by x. You remember in the formula for tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, when xy equal to 1, it is pi by 2. Here you have x by y into y by x. That is 1. So tan inverse x by y plus tan inverse y by x is pi by 2 because x by y into y by x is 1. So this is pi by 2. Pi by 2 minus pi by 4, which is nothing but pi by 4, which is as desired. What is the other option to do? Directly apply tan inverse and carefully simplify tan inverse x minus tan inverse y and simplify it to get it. You may try both. If you are comfortable, you can adopt. Question 44. Prove that something is given. What is given? Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y plus tan inverse z equal to pi. You have to prove that x plus y plus z equal to x, y, z. Question looks different, difficult. If you go on adding tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, then go on adding tan inverse z. Not necessarily. Look at. I'm going to make a substitution. Tan inverse x equal to a, tan inverse y equal to b, and tan inverse z equal to c. So that x equal to tan a, y equal to tan b, and z equal to tan c. Now what is given? Tan inverse x, that is a, tan inverse y, that is b, and tan inverse z, that is c. That means what it is given is a plus b plus c equal to pi. And tell me what is to be proved. You have to prove x plus y plus z equal to x, y, z means you have to prove tan a plus tan b plus tan c is tan a, tan b, tan c. Actually, we have done it in 11. What is that? If a plus b plus c equal to pi, tan a plus tan b plus tan c is tan a, tan b, tan c. How we get it? Actually, it is a conditional identity. If a plus b plus c equal to pi, what is a plus b? Pi minus c. Take tan of both sides. Tan of a plus b is tan of pi minus c. What is the formula for tan of a plus b? It is tan a plus tan b upon 1 minus tan a, tan b. And tan pi minus c. Pi minus c is in second quadrant. Tan is negative. So minus tan c. Cross multiplying, what do you get? Tan a plus tan b equal to minus tan c into 1 minus tan a, tan b. Opening the bracket, tan a plus tan b equal to minus tan c plus tan a, tan b, tan c. That minus tan c taken to left side, I directly get tan a plus tan b plus tan c equal to tan a, tan b, tan c. Replacing tan a as x, tan b as y, and tan c as z, we get x plus y plus z equal to x, y, z. Is it clear? I substituted x, tan inverse x equal to a, tan inverse y equal to b, tan inverse z equal to c, and further simple steps. Okay? X plus y plus z equal to x, y, z. Well, go for prove that sin inverse x plus sin inverse y equal to sin inverse x in the root of 1 minus y squared plus y in the root of 1 minus x squared. Look at this is actually an addition formula for sin inverse, but we don't keep this as a formula as it is not given to you. It is as a problem, but we can easily prove it. As we have proved it for tan inverse, we can prove this also. But as it is not given as a formula, we don't apply it any places. So sin inverse x plus sin inverse y equal to sin inverse x in the root of 1 minus y squared plus y in the root of 1 minus x squared. So as usual, let us make a substitution. Let sin inverse x equal to a. So that x equal to sin a, and we put sin inverse y equal to b. So that y equal to sin b. So we have x equal to sin a and y equal to sin b. Now when you take up right side, there is under root 1 minus y squared and under root 1 minus x squared. When x equal to sin a, what is under root 1 minus x squared? that is under root 1 minus sine squared A, that is under root cos squared A, which is cosine. And what is under root 1 minus y squared? That is under root 1 minus sine squared B, that is under root cos squared B, that is cos B. Well, we have sine A plus B, because what we need to prove is A plus B, because sine inverse x is equal to A, sine inverse y is equal to B. So what we need to prove is that this is A, this is B. What we need to prove is that A plus B equal to sine inverse something. So what we do is that we apply sine A plus B first. So what is sine A plus B? Sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. We know it, sine A plus B formula. Now what is sine A? Sine A is x, and what is cos B? Cos B is root of 1 minus y squared. That's all. X into root of 1 minus y squared plus cos A root of 1 minus x squared, and sine B, y. So we have that is equal to x into root of 1 minus y squared plus y means equal to sine B is y into root of 1 minus x squared. So what is A plus B? So sine A plus B equal to this much. So A plus B equal to sine inverse x into root of 1 minus y squared plus y into root of 1 minus x squared. And what is A? Sine inverse x plus sine inverse y equal to sine inverse x into root of 1 minus y squared plus y into root of 1 minus x. Can you guess what is sine inverse x minus sine inverse y? It will be sine inverse x into root of 1 minus y squared minus y into root of 1 minus x squared. And you can guess for what is cos inverse x plus cos inverse y and cos inverse x minus cos inverse y. You can try that as problems. I will be sharing the questions to you. Okay? Prove that tan inverse under root 1 plus x squared plus under root 1 minus x squared upon under root 1 plus x squared minus under root 1 minus x squared equal to pi by 4 plus half cos inverse x squared. Question looks very difficult, but it is very simple, provided you make a proper substitution. If it is simply under root 1 plus x squared, you will go for x equal to tan theta. If it is simply under root 1 minus x squared, you will go for x equal to sine theta. 1 minus sine squared theta is possible. But once you have under root 1 plus x squared and under root 1 minus x squared, the better substitution is x equal to cos 2 theta. So your left side is tan inverse under root 1 plus x squared plus under root 1 minus x squared upon under root 1 plus x squared minus under root 1 minus x squared. Put x squared equal to cos 2 theta, or you can go from cos 2 theta also. I have put as x squared equal to cos theta. Okay? So what is 1 plus x squared? 1 plus x squared equal to 1 plus cos theta. We have the formula for 1 plus cos 2 theta. 1 plus cos 2 theta is 2 cos squared theta. You can proceed. If you put x squared equal to cos 2 theta, you can do like that also. Then 1 plus x squared is 1 plus cos 2 theta. 1 plus cos 2 theta is 2 cos squared theta. Whereas 1 plus cos theta will be 2 cos squared theta by 2. So 1 plus x squared is 1 plus cos 2 theta, 1 plus cos theta, that is 2 cos squared theta by 2. What will be 1 minus x squared? 1 minus x squared will be 1 minus cos theta, that is 2 sine squared theta by 2. So what will be under root 1 plus x squared? Root 2 into under root cos squared theta by 2, that is root 2 cos theta by 2. What will be under root 1 minus x squared? Because 1 minus x squared is 1 minus cos theta, that is 2 sine squared theta by 2. So under root 1 minus x squared will be root 2 sine theta by 2. Substitute these values in the term given left side, that is tan inverse root 2 cos theta by 2, root of 1 plus x squared, root 2 cos theta by 2, plus root 2 sine theta by 2 upon root 2 cos theta by 2 minus root 2 sine theta. Shall I take root 2 common? Root 2 common and cancels. Root 2 common from numerator and denominator, and that can cancels. Now cos theta by 2 plus sin theta by 2 upon cos theta by 2 minus sin theta by 2. What will we do? Now it is our routine step. We divide numerator and denominator with cos theta by 2. When you divide numerator and denominator with cos theta by 2, what you get in here is 1 plus tan theta by 2 upon 1 minus tan theta by 2. And we know it is nothing but tan pi by 4 plus theta by 2. So this is tan inverse tan pi by 4 plus theta. What is that? It is simply pi by 4 plus theta by 2. Pi by 4 plus theta by 2 means it is pi by 4 plus half theta. Theta by 2 is half theta. What is theta? Our substitution is x squared equal to cos theta. So theta will be cos inverse x squared. X squared equal to cos theta. So theta will be cos inverse x squared. So this becomes pi by 4 plus half cos inverse x squared as we decide in the right side. Pi by 4 plus half cos inverse x squared, which is our right side. So what was the substitution? Putting x squared equal to cos theta. You can try with x squared equal to cos 2 theta also. But basically you apply the same formula. 1 plus cos 2 theta will be 2 cos squared theta. 1 plus cos theta will be 2 sin squared theta by 2. And 1 minus cos theta will be 2 sin squared theta. 1 plus cos theta is 2 cos squared theta by 2. 1 minus cos theta is 2 sin squared theta by 2. And substituted, root 2 cancels. Again, this we are applying in very many questions. Tan pi by 4 plus theta by 2 is 1 plus tan theta by 2 upon 1 minus tan theta. The reverse also. Okay. Well, let us have a different question here. If x lies between 0 and 1 and tan inverse 1 minus x, tan inverse x and tan inverse 1 plus x are in arithmetic progression. Prove that x cubed plus x squared equal to 1. See what is given here? 3 terms are in arithmetic progression. What is the inference in 3 terms? A, B, C are in arithmetic progression. If A, B, C are in arithmetic progression, what we know is that. So here it is given tan inverse 1 minus 6, tan inverse 6 and tan inverse 1 plus 6 are in AP. What we know is that if A, B, C are in arithmetic progression, then B minus A equal to C minus B, which eventually gives 2B equal to A plus C, or B equal to A plus C by 2. Remember this we may need many places. If A, B, C are in arithmetic progression, 2B equal to A plus C. Can you tell me what happens if A, B, C are in geometric progression? If A, B, C are in geometric progression, then B squared equal to AC. If A, B, C are in arithmetic progression, then 2B equal to A plus C. So here tan inverse 1 minus 6, tan inverse x and tan inverse 1 plus 6 are arithmetic progression. So we get 2 tan inverse x, 2B equal to A plus C. Tan inverse 1 minus 6 plus tan inverse 1 plus 6. 2B equal to A plus C. Now what is the formula for 2 tan inverse x? Tan inverse 2x by 1 minus 6 squared. So 2 tan inverse x is replaced as tan inverse 2x by 1 minus 6 squared. Further, what is tan inverse x plus tan inverse y? It is tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus 6y. So this becomes tan inverse 1 minus x plus 1 plus x upon 1 minus 6 into 1 plus 6. Tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus xy. Can you recollect that tan inverse is a one-to-one function? Because what is happening? We are defining tan inverse when by making tan a bijection. How do we make it bijection? By restricting the domain and codomain. For a function tan, no need of restricting the domain, no need of restricting the codomain, because codomain is R itself is a range, but we restricted the domain to make it a bijection, 1, 1, 1, 2. So its inverse is also a 1, 1, 1, 2 function. That's a bijection. Tan inverse is a bijective function. So tan inverse x equal to tan inverse y will imply x equal to y. So tan inverse 2x by 1 minus x squared equal to tan inverse something else. So let's simplify this. Simplifying this becomes 1 plus 1, 2. X goes divided by 1 minus x squared. I did this together. Tan inverse x equal to tan inverse y implies x equal to y. And this term I simplified as x cancels and 2 by 1 minus x into 1 plus x is 1 minus x squared. I hope you are getting it clear. Tan inverse is a one-to-one function, so we can apply this. Further, what happens? 2 cancels. Get here 1. And opening this bracket, this 1 cancels and this becomes x squared minus or minus plus x squared. So it will be x by 1 minus x squared equal to 1 by x squared. Cross multiplying, what we get? X cube equal to 1 minus x squared, or x cube plus x squared equal to 1. X cube plus x squared. That is as beside. What is given here? Tan inverse 1 minus x, tan inverse x, and tan inverse 1 plus x are in arithmetic progression. Prove that x cube plus x squared equal to 1. We applied the property that if a, b, c are in arithmetic progression, then 2b equal to a plus c. 2b equal to a plus c. And then applied for formula for tan inverse 2 tan inverse x, that is tan inverse 2x by 1 minus x squared. Further, we applied formula for tan inverse x plus tan inverse y, that is tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus xy, and tan inverse is a one-to-one function, so tan inverse x equal to tan inverse y implies x equal to y, and on simplifying you are getting x cube plus x squared. Okay, simple question, but you have to apply properties outside inverse trigonometric functions also. Okay. Let me give some questions here. Prove that sine inverse x minus sine inverse y equal to sine inverse x into root of 1 minus y squared minus y into root of 1 minus x squared. How will you get it? How will you get along? Put sine inverse x equal to a so that x equal to sine a, and sine inverse y equal to b so that y equal to sine b. And further, you can easily find what is root of 1 minus x squared and what is root of 1 minus y squared, and find the value of sine a minus b and proceed. Similarly, we can have cos inverse x plus cos inverse y equal to cos inverse xy minus. You can easily guess how we get it. You have to do it. And what happens if it is cos inverse x minus cos inverse y? It becomes cos inverse xy plus. You can easily do this. Well, prove that 3 tan inverse x equal to tan inverse 3x minus x cubed by 1 minus 3x squared. Very simple. You put tan inverse x equal to a so that x equal to tan a. You take tan 3a. What is tan 3a? 3 tan a minus tan cube a upon 1 minus 3 tan squared a. And what is when x tan inverse x is equal to a? X will be equal to tan a. So it will be tan inverse 3x minus s cubed by 1 minus 3x squared. Very easy. Okay. If tan inverse x plus tan inverse y plus tan inverse z equal to pi by 2, prove that xy plus yz plus z is equal to 1. How we get it? We put tan inverse x equal to a, tan inverse y equal to b, tan inverse z equal to c, so that x equal to tan a, y equal to tan b, z equal to tan c. What it is given will become a plus b plus c equal to pi by 2. You have to prove ab plus bc plus ca equal to 1. What happens if a plus b plus c equal to pi by 2? When a plus b plus c equal to pi by 2, you get a plus b equal to pi by 2 minus c. Take tan of both sides. Tan of a plus b equal to tan of pi by 2 minus c. Tan of pi by 2 minus c is cot c. Cot c is 1 upon tan c. So tan of a plus b is tan a plus tan b upon 1 minus tan a tan b equal to 1 by tan c. Cross multiplying and simplifying, you get tan a tan b plus tan b tan c plus tan c tan a equal to 1, and replace tan a tan b and tan c. Well, that's solved for the day, and I hope you're doing well. All the questions which I share, you must do on the same day. I'm explaining all the questions. One thing you can believe, I'll bring all the questions before you. Nothing to worry. You are nothing to worry about the topics. It will be complete. But the thing is that all the questions which I share, either what I brought on screen or the questions which I gave as homework, all must be complete. Then only it is taken as done. Okay? Once you have written it yourself, you only have to revise it. Okay? Shall I take a leave from here?